Hi, today we're going to install the Visual Studio Code and Visual Studio Build Tools 2022 for our Introduction to Software Development module. So go ahead and grab them. The links are on the Brightspace, or the links are on the screen if you don't have access to the Brightspace. So once it's downloaded and installed, go ahead, this is Visual Studio Code. Just pick the default options to start with. It doesn't take long to install. And that install, leave the checkbox so it launches it, and let's test it. So, yep, that's it up and running. From there, we're going to go ahead and install an extension that we'll use throughout the module within the live classes, and it's called LiveShare. So go ahead, there's a depreciated one, don't install that one, install the correct one, and just go ahead and install it. This allows us to drop into each other's code folders and share and develop in real time together. And allows me to demonstrate better on the screen. So with that, let's go ahead and grab the build tools for 2022, Visual Studio Build Tools 2022. The installer is quite a small download, but the actual full download is quite large. So once we've got it downloaded, go ahead and run it. It does require admin access. So, and this will download the installer and stuff. Generally, the installer doesn't take too long, but it really won't take any time because I already have it on this machine. And from there, make sure we're ticking desktop development with C++. This gives us the cl.exe that we require to compile C programs. So you can go ahead and install other things if you wish, but that's all we're going to be using just now. So make sure everything's there. Yep. And go ahead and hit install. Now this takes a while, so just be prepared. It takes a few minutes. I'd go ahead and say it takes more than a few minutes, but yeah. But once that's installed, yep, we've probably been waiting a while at this point. Once it's installed, it gives us access to the developer command prompt, which we can go ahead and run, but most people will have a wee error at this point, and that's okay. So it should be in your start menu under developer command prompt. Or developer, yeah. There you go, developer command prompt. And from here, you can try running CL. Now, a lot of people will have that it's not a cl.exe, that's not an internal command. Just go ahead and reboot your computer at that point. It's the easiest way to do it. There's other ways you can do it, but just let's go ahead and reboot. So once it rebooted, we can reopen the developer command prompt. And with the developer command prompt, we'll test it against cl.exe. There we go. It's now working. From there, let's create a new folder. I'll just create one on my desktop usually, just because it's a demonstration. So we've now create a folder. Let's call it test. And from there, we can navigate into it and click on the address bar at the top that will give us the path. Copy the path, see, and cd, change directory to that path and within your developer command prompt. Once you've done that, you can run code space dot. That will open Visual Studio Code within that folder as a folder workspace, which means we have access to the CL compiler from within Visual Studio Code, so the debug tools and that. But once you've done that, I'm closing that because you can use Windows services for Linux, but we aren't going to. Create a main.c file, and from there we can start just building our hello world. And you may notice down the bottom, it's asking you if you want to install the recommended C/C++ extensions. And once you've done that, you can go ahead and actually install them, because that will give you the little, right now in the top right, there's no little play button. But once you install this, there'll be a little play and debug button at the top right corner. Go ahead and install it. There we go. Would you like to replace it? No. And now you'll see the play button. So with that, back to our hello world. We've got our main printf hello world. And we now have a program that can test our development environment. That's what hello world, the purpose of it. So we can test to make sure our environment's complete. Let's put it to the Allman style. And we'll hit play. C++, and yep, just leave it. And down the bottom, it'll open my terminal, and our program will run. There you go. And we now have C up and running within Visual Studio Code. And we can go and navigate to the actual folder itself, and you'll see your executable in there. If you want to run it, it won't do anything. It'll pop up a console briefly and close. And that's it.